Hey guys, welcome back. It is for Towers Films, and
Doug, 218. What is going on?
we are doing another
Got the
diary room dish for Big Brother season 21 and or
house guest, please.
so when we last left off with our house guests, they had played HOH
I don't want to say it.
and Jack won. Well, we have to say it. It's part of the whole thing what happened.
Like, the dude with the biggest ego has won HOH.
Yay.
Oh, my excitement abounds.
Aren't we happy? Not so much.
No.
And actually, most people are not too happy about it either.
And so he's just that macho posturing BS, and it's like, take the camera off him. Take the camera off him.
Well, I happen to notice a lot of the time, you guys probably notice too, when the camera's on, it's either on Jack or it's on Jackson or it's on both of them. It's like, yeah, there's other people in the house.
Well, yeah.
And actually, people would rather see them than these two, type truth.
I'd
Because
like.
they're kind of annoying.
Well, it's like central casting for like Animal House, dude. We're totally rocking this out, aren't we, dude? Ugh.
Kind of. That's sort of how they are. I mean, like, case in point over the past, even how they are with some of the women. Like, as you've been watching in the show, Jackson was supposedly interested or in a showmance, or didn't not a showmance with Catherine or Kat. Well, apparently they hooked up, or they did something. And now apparently, I guess he regrets it, and he thinks she's too clingy. And so he's been trying to distance himself from Kat. And so he's basically telling Jack and Holly, now it looks like he's interested in Holly. So he's trying to distance himself from Kat so that, I don't know, he can get with Holly, because he thinks she's better for his game than Kat is, because he thinks she's smart and everything else. And so I guess he told Kat, or they went to one of the bedrooms, and he basically told her, that it's not really good for our game that we're together. I think we should separate, and for both our games. And she's like, "What? If people talking kind of thing?" And it's really no, it's just he. I mean,
he got some and got gone.
Basically, got what he wanted and now he's gone. Basically, that's really what it boils down to. So, and it's funny when Holly and him were in the hammock. He's like going on, the heart wants what the heart wants, basically. And Holly's like, nothing to do with the heart. I don't know if she's into him as he appears to be into her.
If you really look at how she is with him, it's almost indifferent.
I guess like as a friend or a coalition member, alliance member kind of thing. But I don't know if she's... Not that I've seen, maybe you guys have seen, but not that I've seen that she's that interested in it.
And it's fun,
And plus, she's seen how he is with Kat. What he did with Kat, so would you be interested?
Well, talk about the most awkward situation, though. There's the two of them in the hammock, and along comes Kat.
Yeah, that was funny.
And you could have cued crickets. Because it got quiet.
Yeah.
And awkward.
At least that's how it was edited. Like, you didn't see that live on the feeds, but that's how it was edited.
And like for this season, we kind of got the politest. It's not me.
It's you. Or it's the game. It's not me. It's not even you. It's the game. Kind of thing. And then actually on the feeds this past weekend, Jack apparently hooked up with Annalise, or Sis as we're calling her in the house. And now he regrets it. And he's like going to Christy, and he's like going, "Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I didn't want that to happen. I should supposed to lay with me." And like, dude.
Well, like,
if he didn't want it to happen, it wouldn't happen. Let's put it that way.
Well, like you and I talked about it, know, if a woman's not really into it, she can fake an orgasm. A man can't fake an erection. You know,
Well,
if he's turned on, he's turned on. You know.
well, this is what I'm saying. If you weren't that into it, you can kind of tell you're not that
Yeah.
into it. And so you didn't have. I mean, look at the size difference. It's not like she forced herself on you.
She's a
You
little.
know, I mean, come on.
She's a little itty bitty thing, and you're.
Well, let's just admit it. You wanted to get some or to whatever, and then you wanted to move on. And
Yeah.
like, and now you either regretted it or something, because now it seems like he might be interested in Christy, but that's how it's coming across. You know, I don't know if that's the case, but that's like just the conversation I had with Christy last night. Came across like he's interested in her, and I hope she's not interested in him, because these two are players, I must say.
Christy that's the one that went
Christy
out.
was the one that was the HOH last week.
Yeah, but I think she's gay.
She's bi, I think.
You know.
I think she's bi.
Because she dated Tommy's
relative, but female. But I think she's
relative.
bi. I think she's into both. I think.
You know.
I think that's what I remember her saying. But I don't know. I like that's kind of just the conversation they had last night on the live feeds. They might put that into the show. I don't know, but that's kind of the gist of what I got. Was my impression anyway. That he kind of might be a little bit interested in Chrissy, or else why go into such in depth that if you want me to break up with her, you want me to this, I will, and like. I don't know if Christy actually cares all that much if you date her or not. You know,
oh God.
Not that it comes across to me anyway.
It just felt like an awkward conversation, and Christy's just trying to be polite.
I don't know if she likes him, maybe as a friend or because they're part of the alliance together. Yeah. But I don't get the impression. Again, I'm not watching the feeds all the time, but.
I'm not watching him at all.
I don't get that, she's romantically interested in him, but that's kind of how it's coming across with him. I don't know if that's the case.
I think he's kind of treating, she's kind of treating him as, we can sit, we can talk.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
But that's it,
Because she had, even during the conversation, she's more or less, I don't care, more or less what you do, Well, I don't know if she thinks that it being bad for his game. I mean, you're in an 8-person alliance. That's going to be bad for your game, if anything is. But, but I don't think hooking up with Annalise or Sis is bad for your game. But I don't know.
Well, let's call it what it is, viewers. These guys jumped the gun quicker than most seasons. They haven't even been in the house a month. And we've had
a week, 2 weeks.
And we've had 2 hookups and 2. You know what? We need to see other people.
I don't know if he hasn't said a damn, but he might have now, but he hadn't as of earlier to late last night. He hadn't, so
Dang.
he might yet.
Dang, man!
So then we had the other activity competition. Chaos, and so it was Jack, Jackson, Sam, I'm forgetting who was all in it. I forget, but anyway, the competition is basically they had to sort. Tommy was in it.
Snakes.
They had to sort snakes by their color and stuff. So they all did it pretty quickly, really. And so in the end, it actually kind of looked like Sam had done really well. He did it really fast. Mm-hmm. But now, guess who won?
Don't
I bet you already know.
Don't say it.
Jack won.
The world has gone askew.
Like he doesn't have big enough ego. And it's got the whacktivity. And this power was related to veto.
Mm-hmm.
He can change out the veto contestants. So say it's this week or whatever week, and it didn't want whoever playing, say they're trying to backdoor somebody, for example, and they don't want people who are allied with them playing, he can have them all put the names back in, and they have to redraw it. Well, here's the thing. It's kind of the luck of the draw. The same people could pick again and get picked again. So You know, there's only so many people in the house.
And the thing is, it can only be used up until there's six people left in the house. So
almost the same like the time as the HOH one or with the nominations. Obi's is actually a better power, I think.
Exactly.
But I don't know if he'll get it back if he gets back in the house. So I'm assuming that power's out of play now, but which is a shame.
We haven't heard yay or nay about that yet.
No,
but
haven't heard.
As he is assuming that the power's still in play. And like he said,
well, because he can't even play unless he gets back in the house.
Well, like he said to Jackson, if that power is still in effect, I'm still willing to give it to you.
I wouldn't, not after what they did. I'd be using it to get rid of him and Jackson and Jack. Although Jackson's one who was willing to work with Obi mostly to get the power, but it's Jack that didn't want to. And then Jack's going around again. This was not on the TV shows on the feeds. Is going around telling people, requesting that they don't talk to the ousted house guests, so the ones that are in camp come back. Well, here's the thing: one of them is going to come back in. So you know, and a lot of the ones that you're ousting are not part of your alliance anyway. So why shouldn't they talk to them?
Well, that's the thing. You got a serious set of Jack's got a serious set of brass ones on him to think that he can.
He's trying to manipulate the whole thing.
Well, of course, and to go. Well, I think it's in everyone's best interest that we don't discuss game with Camp Comeback.
Right.
Well, you know what? If I don't like you, I'm gonna trip on upstairs to those two boys sitting in that room.
Well, they're allowed. They're out. They're interacting. They just sleep in the Camp Comeback room, but they're interacting. Otherwise, they can't watch the comps and stuff. But they are still interacting. I mean, David and or Obi right now have a pretty good chance of getting back in, depending on what the comp is. So I mean, and they have friends in the house, so why wouldn't people talk to them?
I understand David. I understand David's a little nervous, because he never really got to build any long-term relationships with people. He is now, and he's really putting the work in. And,
he's missed about a week.
But he's still trying to figure out his
catch up.
Yeah, like he said, he's trying to play catch up, figure out where his footing is, what he can do, kind of thing. And Jackson still is going, oh my God, this dude's in the house.
He's afraid of him.
He's afraid.
Because he knows if David gets back in the house, he's his target.
He'd be mine.
He'd be mine too. I mean, you don't think Obi might come after you? I mean, because Obi actually, if you think about it, is playing it smart because he could still go after Jackson or Jack. And he has that power, possibly. We don't know if it'll be back in play. Sophie doesn't even know if it's back in play if he gets back in the house. I think it should be first.
I would think so.
And it would still be out of the 6 nominations, and it was supposed to be out to about the first 6 or so, kind of like the veto in a way. And then, so he could be saying, I give it to you, but he could be just telling them that too.
Well, that's what I would do. I'll tell you. You know what? If it means that you're going to keep me, I'll tell you whatever you need to hear. I'll promise you my firstborn. Whatever.
But
Well, like some of them will go make these outlandish promises, or I'll do this for you. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And like we've seen in other seasons, the moment they say okay, that's when I'm going to yank the rug out from under you and go,
if
no.
He was smart, he would.
Oh, I would.
Did bad. Because, I mean, he's been there, like David, who said, didn't have a lot. Like, he was there a couple hours before he was banished. So, I mean, always had the opportunity to actually see how Jack and Jackson and all that are. And so, from the beginning, like, he's never left the house. So, I mean, you tell them what you want to hear, and then do the opposite kind of thing, and then target them if at all possible.
I think that's what would burn me is because it was a unanimous vote.
Yeah.
That that's
like nobody. I mean, why is it like a lot of them want to keep him?
Yeah.
Not that they dislike Kat, but they're like they're not really aligned with her either, kind of thing, and they want to keep Obi. So why do you have to vote with the House all the time?
Like, Jesus.
You're already a target. If you're not part of them, and I mean, you really by now should notice if there's those kind of alliances or whatnot.
Oh well, yeah.
And so I don't get why people do that all the time, because they think that if they lay low or something, they're gonna win this game. I don't really understand that mentality. You can at least
throw them a vote.
There's still what 7 or 8 of them on the other side.
Yeah.
You're gonna throw them votes or here or there. I mean,
at least even if you went out, at least if you got say 2 or 3 votes, or more.
I think you could have gone more.
But
but that's how it stands, I guess.
It's that lemming mentality.
That's the problem with the way this game is played a lot of the time. Really.
And so Jack and Jackson talking about who do we nominate.
Well, we already know Cammy's has been a target from a couple weeks now of Jack especially. So you knew Cammy was going to nominate, but then he was wondering who to put up against her. So, at one point, Jess is talking to Bella, I think Annalise, Nicole, and Cammy about possibly doing a 4-girl alliance called the Black Widow. And most of the girls seemed, it'd be great kind of thing. And of course, Bella, she's pretending. And then she's in the diary room, oh, female alliance don't work. Well, yeah, because people like you. That's why they don't work. Because you seem to think about this 8-person alliance is a better shot at getting to the end than a 4-person alliance. Sorry, they would actually have a better shot than this 8-person alliance does. And that you seem to need these guys to stand behind or something. Here's the thing. They're in it for themselves.
Well, she's... You know what? I'm sorry. Outside of the game, I'm sure Bella is a lovely young woman, whatever. But she seems like But she seems like one of those girls that, maybe if I tell Jackson.
So she tells him because she thought if he finds out, he'll target her.
Yeah.
If he finds out before she tells him, so what she runs and tells him. He wouldn't have known otherwise if he kept your mouth shut.
Whoa.
And there's stuff that Bo Jackson, excuse me, and Jack are talking about that they're not telling you guys.
Yeah.
For example, Jack didn't tell anybody
he won the power.
That he won the power. He kept it to himself, so it shows you how much he trusts you guys. Until last night when he did tell Christy. So.
Well, because
which is interesting. I don't think he told Jackson. I'm not sure.
He's unburdening his soul to his newest interest.
I think he's trying to gain trust or something. I don't know.
But you know what? It's so because she went and did this, it kind of piqued the interest of now we're going to put Jess in that second seat. But like we talked about in a previous episode, you got to make sure who you're putting up there.
The thing is, I don't think he's worried about either Cammy or Jess, to tell you the truth. I think he thinks of them as gamers. He thinks that they are. I mean, look, Jess tried to get the 4-girl alliance. She's trying to get something,
And Kemmy's just a mean girl.
Cammy, I don't know. I guess, to me, I don't know. Maybe you guys like her. I don't know. To me, she's a bit monotone. I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know. I guess because I haven't seen enough of her on the feeds.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen in the show and what I've seen on the feeds, she's kind of one-noted to me. I don't know, but maybe I don't know. Maybe she's. I haven't seen enough of her really.
So are you saying
any?
So are you saying our African American ladies vanilla, kind of plain?
Well,
kind of dull.
I don't know.
Or
she doesn't seem like airheady or anything. No. It just. I don't know. It just maybe because I don't know how she on their radar, because to me she'd be flying under the radar.
She's like a ghost, really.
Because I guess part of the problem is she didn't try to talk to Christy the first week, which I mean you have to, because really that first HOH. They're really only going by first impressions because they don't have any other. I mean, it's pretty much the day you walk in the door. And that's really what Jackson even said
Yeah.
with, although Chrissy didn't put her up, even though they wanted her to.
Well, she didn't really talk to her. She talked at her.
But Jackson put her up because she didn't talk to him. That's what he said.
Yeah.
What he said. But I wonder. But, you know, because there's been a few other instances, apparently, of comments, and they both been talked about. Jackson been talked about now. But he couldn't talk about it. But yet he continues to talk about it vaguely. So.
Oh.
And apparently it's due to comments he's making. So both Jack and Jack's been talked to about their behavior. So
Q and advisory.
And apparently there's a petition to try to get rid of them. So
yeah,
But anyway, so in the end, he nominated Kemi and Jessica, and now we're waiting on veto. We already know who won veto. If you guys do, you know, we'll see what happens. But
who do you think?
But we won't tell you until Wednesday or Thursday.
So na.
Because some people don't like spoilers. So
I like spoilers, but I already
do too,
know.
but I know a lot of people don't, so that's why I won't say.
So there was the bromance, the showmance, the breakup.
I don't even call it a showmance.
It was the bromance, the bromance, the hookups, the breakups, the wackativity, the chaos power,
wackativity, yeah,
and the ego.
Oh, the ego seemed to grow, and Jax is still eating no matter how it's at home. Doesn't stop.
Side note, CBS, if you're out there, Endemol, get the man checked. I think
he might have a tapeworm.
He might have a tapeworm.
Either that or his plan is to starve everybody else out. That could be it too.
Hey, we haven't seen anyone on slop yet.
I don't think they're doing have-nots this year. At least not yet.
That's not fair.
I don't think they're doing. I don't know if that's going to. I think because of this can't come back. I think they're doing something different. But from what I understand, I don't know if that it might make a comeback later on. But at the moment, they're not doing have-nots. So
that's not fair.
Well, they do have to change things up. It can't always be the same, or else it gets boring.
You know, give Jackson slop.
Or something. Yeah, that could be punishment.
Yeah. Every time he eats something that's for the entire house, he eats slop.
That would be a good idea. Comments or eats too much or whatever. Put him in slop.
Hashtag Jackson slop.
Or pay attention to the petition and oust him. That would work too. Thanks for watching, guys. That's it for today. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when we upload.
Does that mean we gotta go?
We have to go for now. But we'll be back this week, though, to tell you who won veto and what's happened on the feeds and on the show since then. Take care, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.